Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us and welcome to a long weekend. It's a busy one in the Alamo City, and this morning we're getting you ready as you make your way out and about. So if you don't have any plans, we have you covered there.
That's right, Sarah. We have all the things that are happening this weekend, and we have a rundown of all of those things today and a look at some ways to stay cool, plus how to be safe this weekend when you're out on the waters.
But first, Sarah Spivey, it's hot. And it's only going to get hotter.
It's already 82 degrees outside right now in San Antonio. And you look outside, what are you seeing? Well, a lot of haze from not only low clouds here, but we've also got some of that agricultural smoke from Mexico. So here's the thing. It's really not going to cause much of a dip in the air quality during the day today, but you are going to notice that haze. It's 80 degrees outside and registering some haze at the airport. Visibility down to 4 miles. But humidity at 85% this morning. And these morning clouds kind of just delaying the inevitable. I think we're going to get rid of the morning clouds quicker than we did yesterday, but still it is going to be a hot afternoon. In fact, here's a look at the forecast high temperatures. 99 in San Antonio today. It's going to be 107 in Del Rio, 105 in Eagle Pass, and 109 in Laredo. But the humidity is going to stay high. And so because of that, there's a heat advisory in place for Bexar County. All these counties in orange here, the heat index is going to be up to 108 to 111. Even in the hill country, we're going to see heat index values up to about 105. And then even hotter down south toward Cotulla, Laredo, and the Rio Grande Valley, where heat index is going to range anywhere from 110 to 117. It is going to stay hot this Memorial Day weekend. 99 today, 100 tomorrow, 100 on Monday, feeling like 110 to 115 every single day this weekend. And then on Monday, we do have a small chance for an isolated storm, about 20%. I'll talk about that storm chance coming up in just a bit. And also, it's a big travel day across the state of Texas. I've got your travel forecast too in just a few. Tiffany.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is looking for a missing man. They tell us it's 65-year-old Alfred Garcia. BCSO says he was last seen at Easy Pond, located near West Highland Boulevard and South Presa Street. At this time, he was wearing a Dallas Cowboy cap, a gray shirt, and blue jean shorts. The Sheriff's Office says he has medical conditions that require constant medication, and due to his medical conditions, Alfred may not be aware of his surroundings. So if you know something that can help deputies find this missing man, call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office at 210-335-6000.
There's been folks trying to talk me into running for the last 6 or 8 years. And I kept saying no, no, let someone else do it. I've done it before, I've served my time. And I just kept saying no, but this time around, there were just issues that I really cared about. And then I think the final one was the school choice vote, when my opponent was one of the 21 Republicans that helped kill it. And I just said, okay, that's it. You know, I'm going to try to do my part.
I think that's the defining difference between both of us. I'm supporting a system that, you know, we can see from other states and that just doesn't work. Just from a basic economic standpoint, the cost of it would be debilitating for my communities, my schools, our local economies, and I'm just not going to stand for it and watch it go.
Well, school vouchers, school choice, whatever you call it, the issue is having a major impact on the ballot and the political careers of some Texas lawmakers. In District 44, incumbent state representative John Kemple and challenger Alan Schoolcraft are on opposite sides of it. So Schoolcraft is for them, Kemple against them. Steve Spriester spoke to both men for 2 brand new Spriester sessions that are streaming right now on our website, KSAT.com. Just scan this QR code you're going to see in just a bit, and it's going to take you to the Spriester Sessions page. Schoolcraft, a former state representative who hasn't served in the state house in decades, talks about coming back into the political arena for an issue he says he's passionate about. Kemple speaks about being targeted by Governor Greg Abbott over the school vouchers and how he's getting his message out before voters make their choice on Tuesday, May 28th. You can hear both men right now. Just head to the Spreester section of KSAT.com.
School's out for summer, but aside from fun in the sun, it could mean stress. It's new routine with kids home, and parents may be getting overwhelmed, depressed, or anxious. That's why a business in Seguin is holding a free mental health fair to help you start your summer on the right foot.
We have several counselors from Ray of Hope Counseling coming, and they will be there to help us with our kids as we're going into the summer and giving them different coping strategies when they're stressed out, or mom and dad strategies when their kids are stressed out.
The mental health fair is happening today from 9 to 3. It's at Pecan Town Books and Brews at 212 South Camp Street in Seguin. Again, the event is free. We have this information on KSAT.com.
Well, it's Memorial Day weekend, and it's the unofficial start of summer, and there's plenty to do if you don't mind braving this heat that Sarah Spivey's been talking about.
Check this out. We have a roundup online right now with all of the weekend's big events and even some free fun.
So here's a closer look. We have free concerts. The summer concert series at the shops at the River Center will return for a second year. Tonight you can catch Stephanie Ross and Southern Drive Band from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then there's the Crawfish Festival. It will take over at Marketplatz in downtown Fredericksburg. It's happening through Sunday. It will include Cajun food, live music, family-friendly activities, vendors, arts and crafts, and more.
Okay, for football fans, go Brahmas. They're going to play against Birmingham Stallions at the Alamo Dome at 2 p.m. And here's something for the kids to enjoy. Today, the Whitty Museum is set to open a new exhibition featuring sharks. The museum says people can enjoy 10 scientifically accurate life-size models of sharks from around the world.
Who doesn't love sharks? And of course, if you're really looking to cool off, there's plenty of options for that too. Let's take a look at this. The city has it all mapped out for us right now. They have this interactive map where you can see cooling centers and splash pads all over the community. We have a link to all of this on KSAT.com. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. And by the way, even though some of these places are usually closed on holidays, the city is keeping 10 places open on Memorial Day. For anyone who needs a place to get cool, here they are on your screen. The list includes 3 libraries, 4 community centers, and 3 senior centers. And of course, rivers, lakes, and swimming holes will be busy this weekend, and the city of New Braunfels does want folks to plan ahead. This year, the city's Parks and Rec department is closing the tube chute at 7 on the weekends. Ordinances are in place to keep the river clean and to keep you safe. So if you're visiting the Comal, Guadalupe rivers, remember there's an ordinance that prohibits beverages and food in disposable containers on the river within city limits. And boaters will be hitting up local lakes, and so are game wardens. They'll be patrolling and stopping boats looking for these 5 things.
That's right. So first, ensuring there's a life jacket for everyone on board. Kids under 13 must be wearing the jacket when the boat is not docked. Second thing, your boat must have a Type 4 throwable device, like one of those ring buoys. And third, have a horn or whistle. 4, an updated registration card for your vessel. And 5, a fire extinguisher, of course. You also need to make sure that you clip on that kill switch. And here's one last tip from the Texas Game Wardens.
Be conscious of your surroundings. If you're gonna consume alcohol, please have a designated driver and make sure that designated driver knows how to operate the boat.
And Jared Cox with the Texas Game Warden says if the laws aren't followed, it could be a ticket. If it's severe enough, it could mean jail time.
Time now 8:09, 80 degrees outside. And as people splash into summer, some young swimmers are brushing up on their skills. We caught up with some kids during their swim lessons. The advice their teacher has for parents who are trying to keep children safe this summer.
Good morning, welcome back. Hey, I just want everyone to know that it is tax-free weekend for something super specific.
Okay.
So if you head out to a place like Rainbow Gardens, Fanix, any of those landscaping retailers, they are doing tax-free on all plants, trees, and ornamental grasses. That's a water-saving product. So if it's like native, any mulch, irrigation system, compost, things like that will be tax-free. So if you're going to do those big projects, maybe get the supplies, but do it early in the morning.
Yeah, right now is a good time because the clouds are around, right? But very soon we're going to see totally sunny skies, and the heat index is going to throw a few people off today because, again, we're used to heat in the summer. That's fine. We can handle it. But this is so early, our first heat wave of the season. Our bodies are yet to be acclimated to the heat. As you take a look outside right now, what do you see? You see haze. There is still some smoke out there from the agricultural burning that's going on in Mexico. This happens every year. Now today, for a brief period of time, the air could become unhealthy for those who are sensitive to it. So for most folks, it's going to be okay to be outside. But if you know that you have respiratory issues, you may want to use some extra caution later on today with the slightly elevated amounts of smoke out there. But you'll notice the haze regardless out there. It is going to be a hazy and hot day. Take a look at temperatures across the state of Texas. Wouldn't it be nice to be in Amarillo and Lubbock right now where it's 64 degrees? It's already 81 in San Antonio, 84 in Brownsville, 82 in Laredo. A lot of people traveling across Texas today, not necessarily as busy as yesterday, but if you are planning on hitting the roads, to Houston, it'll be hot, heat index 105. To Dallas up by 35, there's a 20% chance for a severe storm in the evening hours. So if you head up there right now, you'll be fine. El Paso, it's going to be dusty and windy. Corpus Christi, heat index of 110. Coming up in the next half hour in just about 15 minutes or so, I'll have a look at your bay and beach forecast for the Corpus Christi, Rockport area. A lot of people going to be heading down there today and this weekend. And then in the Rio Grande Valley, that's where the heat in Texas is going to be the absolute hottest today. It is going to feel like 115 with temperatures soaring into the triple digits for areas like McAllen, Brownsville, Edinburgh, and the like. As we take a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, cloudy outside right now, but those clouds again quickly giving way to sunshine. By noon, it's going to feel like 101 outside, and temperatures will be in the 90s this afternoon, 99 for the high. Hey, 2 o'clock, it's going to feel like 107, and then by 4 or 5 o'clock, it's going to feel like 112 outside. We'll at least have a breeze from the southeast at about 15 miles per hour, but this is one of those days where the heat is just going to be the biggest thing for everybody. 107 is what the temperature will be in Del Rio, 107 in Cotulla, 109. This would be bad enough, but you tack on the humidity, and here's a look at neighborhood forecast heat index values around 3:30 this afternoon. It is going to feel like 114 in Del Rio, 112 in Pleasanton, 110 in New Braunfels, 108 in Seguin, feeling like 105. Wow, you guys are going to be a lot cooler up in the hill country. Just kidding. It's still very, very hot up there. Feeling like 114 in Poteet and Pleasanton. Friendly reminder that we are going to see plenty of sun this afternoon. UV index will be extreme. Skin damage time within 10 minutes, so keep that sunscreen handy. All right, Memorial Day weekend, this entire weekend going to be hot. 100 tomorrow, 100 on Monday, probably our first 100-degree day of the year tomorrow. We usually see our first 100-degree day by the end of June, so we're going to be about a month early there, and every day it'll feel very hot. I want to talk for a moment, though, about our 20% chance for a few storms on Monday. And here's going to be the setup. A cool front will be moving through Texas, and that cool front will spark off a few storms across areas nearer to San Angelo. Now, whether or not those storms can make it to us, that's still a big question. We've got a 20% chance after dinner on Memorial Day for an isolated severe storm. We will keep you posted about that, but again, the high chance is that it's just going to be hot and humid out in San Antonio. That front will actually move through, but it's still going to be 95 degrees Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That is an improvement, though, on the triple-digit heat we will be seeing this weekend. More on your beach and bay forecast, and we just got the pollen count in. I just got a notification about it, and so I'll have that pollen count for you, too, in about 15 minutes.
Thank you, Sarah.
Time now, 8:17, 80 degrees.
And don't put away those cascarones just yet. There's one more Fiesta celebration. How Fiesta Flambeau gave the people a voice when it comes to honoring organizations behind the parade's festive floats. Even though Fiesta season technically ended about a month ago, we're always kind of in the Fiesta spirit here in San Antonio. So yesterday, Fiesta Flambeau Parade Association announced the People's Choice for Best Float.
And the big winners, the Floresville Peanut Festival, and they got a trophy to take home modeled after Torchy, the Fiesta Flambeau mascot.
It means a whole lot. It certainly does. Our kids worked really hard. The parents worked really hard. And they love what they're doing. They love representing Floresville in the parades and all the traveling and all the publicity events. And so it means the world, and they'll be so excited about it.
Fun fact, when the Peanut Festival was announced yesterday, the students that helped with the float didn't even know about the win because they were practicing ahead of last night's graduation.
Congrats to the graduates and on their win. This is the first year for the People's Choice Award. The winner was chosen from a Facebook contest which featured over 65 floats. Fun fact, our Mia is from Floresville, and I know she has participated in the Peanut Festival when she was in high school in the royalty as well. So congratulations to them.
And she's done great stories about it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Time now 8:22, 81 degrees.
Young swimmers eager to show off their skills as parents help them learn to make a splash. There are things to keep in mind. So the common mistakes parents make when introducing their kids to the water. We're going to tell you after the break.
Welcome back. It's National Water Safety Month. As we hit the pools, rivers, lakes, and beaches this summer, are you confident your kids are safe?
SA Live's Yona Gorstiza dives into the swim program that's teaching infants and toddlers survival skills in the water.
At just 13 months old, Cash knows what to do if he's in the water. He finds his float. 18-month-old Bella is practicing her survival skills dressed in winter clothes because drowning knows no season.
I think ISR is very essential. It actually saved our son's life.
Xander is 4 years old, and with a pool in their backyard, his parents have had him in ISR lessons since he was 1. In the winter, after his first session, Xander fell into their pool.
We actually had some heavy equipment in our backyard, and so the whole family was distracted watching this large machine working on a tree in the backyard, and Xander was distracted and walked right into the pool with fully clothed with winter clothes on and shoes.
The whole family was outside, but the machinery, we couldn't hear him splash into the water. So all we heard was the cries for help, and he had already rotated and moved to the side of the pool and was raising his hand and yelling for help. So it saved his life.
So ISR teaches self-rescue starting at 6 months old. As long as the child's strong enough to sit up, they are able to learn with repetition how to roll back, go in the water face in, roll back and find their float, rest and breathe until help arrives. If they're over a year old, depending on their readiness, they can learn to swim, float, swim. So they're going to enter the water face in, swim first. When they need a breath, they're going to roll back and find their float, rest and breathe, and flip back over and either swim to the edge or the steps, wherever they need to get to be safe.
You flip. You did. Can you show me starfish?
Sherry Spar has been coaching in San Marcos for 24 years and says these skills are never to replace adult supervision, recommending these 4 layers of protection for parents and caregivers. Have alarms on doors that alert you if your child heads outside. Make sure there's a fence around the pool. Have designated water watchers or be in the water with your child, and ISR self-rescue lessons.
Good job, Lila.
When introducing your child to the water, Coach Spar says there are common mistakes parents may make.
A lot of times, since it's just a lack of education on the body posture, I think that's what it comes down to. A lot of parents and grandparents may be catching their child in the air, letting them jump off the side and catching them in the air. So they're in that vertical posture when they enter the water instead of the horizontal posture. And they also, then they're not used to getting their face in the water, just along with the false sense of security of puddle jumpers, water wings.
According to a recent report from the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, 74 children have drowned in Texas this year. Statistics that keep parents committed to these lessons 5 days a week, 10 minutes a day for 6 weeks.
Fly, go. Kick, 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 reach and pull.
For Xander's mom and dad, that commitment and last line of defense made all the difference that winter day.
You don't realize how quiet it can really be and how important it is that they are able to save themselves, because even if there is an adult outside, we don't always know what's, how fast it can happen and how quiet it can happen.
Good morning. It's Saturday, May 25th, and it's hot.
It is hot outside. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we have a long weekend. So a lot of people on the roads today.
A lot of people traveling. My mom just got into town, and
awesome.
She told me the airport was super packed yesterday.
I'm sure it was. And Sarah, like we said, it's hot. How can people prepare? I mean, it's dangerously hot.
It really is. And, we don't say that lightly because we know what it's like to experience hot weather here in San Antonio. But usually we're well into the summer months before we get heat index values of 110, 115 degrees. So our bodies are not yet acclimated to the heat. So for that reason, there is a heat advisory in place in the counties in orange, including San Antonio and Bexar County, because heat index values will be anywhere from 108 to 111 this afternoon. And even hotter south of San Antonio toward Cotulla, Laredo, where it could feel up to 117, 120 degrees. This is a look at the forecast feels like temperatures this afternoon. I received some messages from some folks. Yes, my dress does match the heat index map, and that is not a good thing. These hot pink colors indicating heat index from 110 to 115 later on today during the peak heat of the afternoon. At least the pollen count is low. We've only got 2 allergens out there, molds and grass, and they're both low. So some good news there. But we do have some of that light smoke out in the air from agricultural burning in Mexico. If you're heading down to Port Aransas, Rockport, Corpus Christi this weekend, generally bays will be smooth, seas at about 1 to 2 feet. And there will be quite a breeze throughout this weekend, and water temperatures warm at about 82 to 85 degrees. Here's the weather story. Here's what we're going to talk about in the forecast. All weekend long, our afternoons are going to be near 100 degrees with heat index value up to about 112. Now, there is a small storm chance for Monday, Memorial Day, but mainly after dinner on Monday, and the chance again is pretty small. So we'll detail that, and of course I'll show you neighborhood views of the heat index values forecast for this afternoon. Sarah,
thank you. 400,000 patients are now believed to be part of the latest data breach at CentroMed. The healthcare provider confirmed the breach just last week, but patients started reaching out to KSAT for help earlier this month. So CentroMed leadership says whoever hacked their systems encrypted their files. They don't believe any personal information was stolen, and right now they're still trying to confirm that. CentroMed hopes to have access to their network system by next week.
There's different steps that are happening to make sure that this incident doesn't happen again at CentroMed.
Given that you had 2 massive incidents in June of 2023, 350,000 patients were notified. Now we have 400,000 in less than a year's time. How do you make that promise after this?
It is a difficult time frame with our society, and we know that we're not unique to this situation.
That was Ana Marie Garza Cortez with CentroMed, and she says legal counsel advised her from disclosing the hacker's motives. But patients are asked to call a toll-free number that's on your screen right now, and you're going to call that number to verify that your information is safe. That number on your screen, 888-990-8424. You can find more information on their business hours on KSAT.com.
Undetermined, that was what investigators found when they examined the remains of 5-year-old Dominic Aguilar Acevedo to find out how he died. The little boy passed away here in San Antonio in 2021, allegedly at the hands of his mother's boyfriend, Daniel Garcia. We've been covering Garcia's trial all week. Erica Hernandez reports testimony revealed despite no cause of death, Dominic still had numerous injuries.
In August 2021, Dominic Aguilar Acevedo was found along this hillside in Colorado, left there allegedly by his mom, Nicole Aguilar, and her boyfriend, Daniel Garcia, a month before. They were all staying at a San Antonio hotel when, according to testimony by Aguilar, Garcia started physically abusing Dominic until he died on July 24th, 2021. All week, we've been hearing testimony in Garcia's trial, and as a Colorado medical examiner took the stand, he told the jury what he determined when he examined Dominic's remains.
Were you able to arrive at a conclusion as to how Dominic Aguilar died?
Not conclusively, no.
And why is that?
Because I had so little of him to examine.
A FBI anthropologist echoed that same determination, but when she examined the bones, she did notice fractures in Dominic's jaw, shoulder blade, ribs, and his hip bone.
That the injury occurred prior to death. We know they occurred before death because we can see the body's response.
Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
Testimony will resume on Tuesday. The jury is expected to start deliberations by next Wednesday. It will be up to them to decide if Garcia is guilty or not guilty.
Well, today marks 4 years since George Floyd was murdered in Minnesota. In 2020, Minneapolis police officer killed the 46-year-old unarmed black man while he was in custody. His death sparked widespread protests and Black Lives Matter movements across the country that summer. On Thursday, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee reintroduced the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. The legislation was passed in the House in June of 2020, but was stalled in the Senate. The reintroduced bill calls for law enforcement to be held accountable for misconduct in court. It also calls for police training and policy reforms.
Researchers are calling diagnosis of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder an expanding public health concern in the U.S. A new study shows about 7 million children, more than 1 in 9, were diagnosed with ADHD in 2022. That's a significant increase of about 1 million more children who received a diagnosis than in 2016. Now, researchers concluded the main reasons for the rise in diagnosis could be due to a more awareness of ADHD. They also suggested it could be a reflection of poor mental health among kids during the COVID-19 pandemic.
It's 8:39 and 81 degrees.
A very packed weekend here, but it's going to be hot. A look outside. You can't see much right now, that haze out there, but Sarah has your weekend forecast coming up.
It's Memorial Day weekend, and it's usually warm at this time, but never this hot, Sarah.
I mean, we could potentially beat a record tomorrow. So the forecast high tomorrow is 100. The record for the day is 100. So what we are dealing with is record heat, and it's early this season. We usually see our first 100-degree day, guys, in late June, and so we're early.
And we're seeing it all over because on the border, you mentioned 100s.
Yeah, heat index value up to 120 for some of those border communities. So yeah, very hot, but a lot of people are going to be trying to stay cool, maybe floating our local rivers. This is a tradition for us. I love going to the Comal and floating. Unfortunately, you know, the rivers are pretty low and slow, and so it is going to be a slow float, whether you're on the Guadalupe, Comal, or the Frio. In fact, I was looking out at the Comal. It's about a 3.5 hour float right now there. So as we take a look at rain chances, though, not a significant chance for rain in our forecast this week. We do have a small chance on Memorial Day itself for an isolated thunder shower, and I want to get to that first before we talk about the heat. So first of all, today there is a significant risk for severe weather, a 4 on a scale of 1 to 5 for areas in Oklahoma and Kansas, and that could trickle down into parts of North Texas. So if you're traveling later today up north toward Dallas, please use caution because there could be a few storms later today near Dallas, and this particular forecast model does show that. But then by Monday, a very weak front is going to be moving through Texas, and this could spark off some storms near the San Angelo area, and then 1 or 2 of those could try to make it to San Antonio. Notice I'm saying a lot of could try to make it to San Antonio. That's because this is a very conditional forecast. Certain conditions have to be met in order for us to see rain here in San Antonio, and the chance is only 20% right now, and it would come after dinner. So keep that in mind too. On Memorial Day, 20% chance after dinner for a storm. Here's a look at your Memorial Day weekend forecast. 99 today, 100 100 on Monday, Sunday rather, that is the day where we could easily tie the record, and then 100 on Monday as well. Feeling like every day 110, 115 during the peak heat of the afternoon, and then a 20% chance on Monday, mainly after dinner, for an isolated storm. Outside right now it's 80 degrees, it's hazy. We've got some of that agricultural smoke from burning down in Mexico that's out there. We've been dealing with this all month long, and so it's really just allowing for a bit of a haze on the horizon. And you can see on the visible satellite that we are looking at cloud cover pretty significant over San Antonio right now, but I do think that these clouds are going to break up quicker than they did yesterday. So we've got clouds kind of keeping things humid, but not allowing temperatures to warm up too much early this morning. But as soon as we see the sun, and by noon, it should be in the upper 80s and already feeling like 100 degrees by noon. In the afternoon, we'll quickly be warming into the upper 90s, 99 for the forecast high, feeling like 112. Southeast winds at about 15 miles per hour. So a little bit of a breeze, but you'll notice the heat more than anything. And later on this afternoon, we will have mostly sunny skies. Technically, the high should just be shy of 100 in San Antonio, but it's going to be 107 in Del Rio, 109 in Laredo. But this is the kicker. The heat index value is going to be up to 111 in San Antonio. It's going to be up to 111 in Uvalde, 112 in Pleasanton, 108 in Seguin, and 110 in New Braunfels. Again, we are used to heat in the summertime here, but this is the first heat wave of the season, and so our bodies have yet to acclimate to the heat. Got to be meteorologist mom, and I got to tell you about these things. All right, drink plenty of water, limit your alcohol, apply sunscreen every 2 hours, wear lightweight clothes, take regular breaks in the shade, and never, ever, ever leave a child or a pet in a vehicle unattended. We'll be looking at triple digits the next couple of days, and then, wow, that cool front, guys, ooh, burr, it gets us down to 95 and 96 on Tuesday through Friday. But hey, that is better than what we're dealing with. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Welcome back. Our latest edition of Know My Neighborhood takes us to the Scenic Loop Helotes Creek Alliance. Scenic Loop Road runs right through this area, and it's really the only way for neighbors to get anywhere.
That's a problem for some people who say the winding roads and added traffic make pulling out of their driveways pretty dangerous. RJ Marquez took a drive with one homeowner who tells us the traffic she's seeing now could really just be the start of something more troublesome.
All right, seatbelts on?
Yep.
Okay, safety first.
Good to go.
Awesome.
And we're off, hitting the road with Amanda Rico, who lives in a neighborhood off Scenic Loop Road.
It takes me 12 minutes just to get out of the neighborhood, and so then you add on to that for commute time.
Amanda works downtown and is one of many drivers who use Scenic Loop between I-10 near Leon Springs and Bandera Road. What are just your general thoughts on having to drive through and around that area?
It can be challenging, especially because there's a variation in speeds. You'll go from 40 and then you drastically drop to 20.
Bexar County manages Scenic Loop Road outside Gray Forest. They tell us that over the past 3.5 years, they've given 149 tickets for traffic violations and responded to 24 crashes. In Gray Forest, where the speed limit is 20 miles per hour, officers are usually seen waiting on the road.
It feels like there's someone here every single day, at least from my perspective.
There are about 120 homes with driveways or front yards right off of Scenic Loop Road.
So the hills are different, the curves are different too, versus in the city you kind of have like very straight roads. These are a little bit more of a winding, so you have blind spots.
Add in speeding drivers and more traffic.
You're kind of putting a lot of people in danger, whether it's someone taking their trash out or there are kids that still reside in this neighborhood. You're also with several bikers. There's several deers. You said turkeys earlier. There are turkeys.
The location, landscape, and wildlife are what draws newcomers to the area, but with growth comes new issues, including a long line of construction crews waiting to start the day.
They line up on Scenic Loop, so it's like you're competing with them, your regular traffic, as well as like school traffic and buses.
Scenic Loop Road has been around for more than 100 years. There have been attempts to widen the two-lane road in the past, so we asked Bexar County if there are current plans. They said that they don't have any. With the constant development surrounding Scenic Loop, navigating the area is tricky.
Like maybe a few weekends ago, we were in literally this area, Babcock Scenic Loop, stuck for almost an hour and a half.
And balancing the progression and preservation is tough.
It kind of like made me sad when they built the QT though, because it doesn't feel like it's country anymore. It now feels like it's part of the city.
What are some things that you would like to see?
I think it's really just infrastructure and awareness and maybe regulating speeds. I felt like before, I felt like I was in the city but still out of it.
Yeah.
But this takes away from like, I don't know, the naturalness of this area.
The San Antonio Brahmas are still celebrating a win last week that put them in the playoffs, but they're not done. They still have 2 games left in the regular season and still a lot riding on winning or losing. They will be taking on the Birmingham Stallions today. Kickoff today is set for 2 this afternoon at the Alamo Dome. You can watch Brahmas take on the Birmingham Stallions live right here on KSAT 12.
But that's not all. Today they are also honoring the military and first responders. Since this is Military City USA and it's Memorial Day weekend, they will be wearing their yellow jerseys for the Hats Off to Heroes game. Fans can take advantage of a special ticket and yellow t-shirt offer by visiting fivo.me/yellowout and using the promo code YELLOW. Once again, kickoff is at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Go Brahmas.
Time now 8:56, 81 degrees.
A festival, especially for all you plant parents out there. We have the details in the next half hour.